class 9. How are you all doing? Today we will start with the very first chapter of geography. What are the topics that we will cover today? We will know about the size and location of our country India. We will know about the standard meridian. What is the purpose of selecting the standard meridian? And why did we select a standard meridian of 82 degree 30 minute east? So now let us find the answer of all these questions. As we all know that India is our motherland. India is an ancient land, a country with diverse landforms, remarkable heritage, culture, people coming from different religious background. In spite of all these differences, we will find that the people of India are united. There is unity in diversity. India is one of the oldest civilizations. There are many other civilizations which flourish beside the river valleys, like the Mesopotamian civilization, Egyptian civilization, Greek civilization. The history of India actually started with the beginning of Indus Valley civilization. It is famously known as a Harappan civilization. India being the oldest civilization, and also we can say that because of immense wealth and immense resources, stock of resources of our country India has always been seen as a treasure trove. Through the length and breadth of our country, we will find diverse source of resources, diversity in resources, diversity in religion, diversity in culture, heritage. Vasco da Gama, the explorer, was the one who first discovered our country, India. India always has attracted many foreign invaders like Britishers, Portuguese, Dutch. They were attracted to our country because of our immense spices available and the sources of pure cotton, raw cotton, which is of very finer quality. So the foreign invaders came to our country in search of these resources, and after some time they started looking into the affairs and administration of our country. After a long period of 200 years, India gained its independence or freedom from the shackles of the Britishers. Over the last 5 decades, India has progressed and achieved multifaceted development. In social, economic, political, and geographical sphere. There was a time when the people of India was primitive, they was orthodox, they used to believe in caste-based society, but now the mindset of the people are changing. People are getting more literate, so they are having open mind where women are not treated badly. Somewhere, yes, we know that India have a patriarchal society, but still women are given their rights. They have been given the right to go out and to do a job, to get educated. In terms of economic sphere, there was a time when the people of India was actually agrarian. That means they are agricultural society. They belong from agricultural society, but now there are people who are mostly engaged in tertiary and secondary sector. India has progressed in terms of medical facilities. The number of birth, the number of death has reduced. The number of birth may have not reduced, but somewhere people are understanding the necessity of family planning program. So we can say that in every sphere, India is developing. We became democracy where the people have the right to speak, to question on different laws and rules which are set by the government. So we can say that India has actually progressed, multifaceted in terms of social, economic, political and geographic sphere. Now let us understand the location of our country, India. Location of our country, India. India is located in the south of the continent Asia. Asia is the largest continent in the world. India is called as a subcontinent. What is a subcontinent and why India is called as a subcontinent? Subcontinent means an area which is geographically or politically has its distinct identity, but it is smaller than a continent. So we can say that India is separated from Asia because India has its own geographical and political distinct identity. India is separated from the rest of Asia by the lofty mountains of the Himalayas. India has its own physiographic divisions like the plain, plateaus, deserts, coastal areas, the islands. It has its own vivid culture, tradition, heritage. People, there is intermixing of different people coming from different religions. They speak different languages, having different food patterns. The climatic condition of India is separated from rest of the Asia. So that makes India as a subcontinent, that is a part of the continent Asia, but it is not a continent, but is a part of the continent Asia with its own geographical and political identity. It lies in the northern hemisphere. It lies in the northern hemisphere. Let us understand this. Now, there is an imaginary line which divides our earth into two equal halves. The north, this imaginary line is known as equator. The north of the equator is the northern hemisphere and the south of the equator is the southern hemisphere. So on the basis of equator, India lies in the northern hemisphere. And on the basis of prime meridian is something which is actually dividing our earth into two more hemispheres, that is western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. So on the basis of prime meridian, India lies in the eastern hemisphere. So on the basis of our equator, India lies in the northern hemisphere. On the basis of prime meridian, India lies in the eastern hemisphere. Now let us understand the longitudinal and latitudinal extent of India. What are latitudes and what are longitude? What are latitudes? You people have learned about latitudes before. Let us again understand the concept of latitudes. What are latitudes? Latitudes are the angular distance of any place. It is north or south of the equator. These are my latitudes. So, what are my latitudes? The angular distance of any place north or south of the equator. These are my latitudes. What is the latitudinal extent of India then? The latitudinal extent of India is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. It is somewhere here. This 8 degree 4 minute north. (37 degree 6 minute north. That lies from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir. So this is my 8 degree 4 minute north is my southern latitude, and 37 degree 6 minute north is my northernmost latitude. So this is degree and this is minute. Now what are longitudes? Longitudes are the semicircular lines, or we can say that the way the angular distance measured of a place east or west of a prime meridian. So what are my longitudes? I can write it here. Longitudes is angular distance of any place. So what is the longitudinal extent of India? Is 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. These are my longitudes. So it lies from Gujarat in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. So longitudinal and latitudinal extent. Longitudinal extent is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north, and longitudinal extent 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east, which is the southernmost latitude 8 degree 4 minute east, and the northernmost 37 degree 6 minute north, which is the southernmost latitude 8 degree 4 minute north, and the northernmost latitude 37 degree 6 minute north, which is the westernmost longitude 68 degree 7 minute east, and the easternmost 97 degree 25 minute east. Right from the center of our country India passes Tropic of Cancer. So, Tropic of Cancer, which passes from the center of our country India, is at 23.5 degrees. Now, this Tropic of Cancer passes through the states of, so you can see first Gujarat, in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, covers most part of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and two northeastern states, Mizoram and Tripura. So, the Tropic of Cancer, which is an important latitude, as you people have read in earlier classes that there are some important latitudes like equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. So Tropic of Cancer, which is an important latitude, is passing from the center of our country India at 23.5 degrees, which are passing through the states of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Mizoram and Tripura. So it divides the country into two temperature zones. The northern portion have subtropical type of climate and the southern portion have the tropical type of climate. Subtropical means that it is very cold in winter and hot in summers, and tropical means most of the time it is hot and humid, as we all know, that is located beside the coastal area. So because of the coast, because of the ocean water bodies, so it is hot and humid throughout the year. Now let us understand the size of our country. Size of our country, India. The landmass of India is a geographical area of 3.28 million square kilometer, which accounts for 2.4% of the world's geographical area. The total land boundary, this is the land boundary. So the total land boundary of India is 15,200 million kilometer. And the coastal line, this is a coastal line. So length of the coastal line is actually 6100, but including the islands, that is the Andaman Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands, the total length is 7,516.6 kilometer. Is bounded by the Yangfold Mountains in the north, northwest and northeast, and the south of our country India is actually tapering and it is projecting into the ocean, that is Indian Ocean, and is also surrounded by Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. That is why we call the southern portion of our country as a land mass. It is a land mass which is projecting into the sea and surrounded by water on its three sides. As we can see that India is surrounded by Arabian Sea on the west, Bay of Bengal on the east and Indian Ocean on the south. So that is why we call it as the Indian Peninsula. Now, if you will just have a look to the extent of north and south and west and east, it appears that, just let me draw a line. So it appears that the east-west extent is smaller than the north-south extent. In kilometers, if you will see, the north-south extent is actually 3214 kilometer, the distance between the north and south, and from the west to east it is 2933 kilometer. North to south, that is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. The distance between them in kilometers, from north to south it is 3214 kilometer, and from west to east it is 2933 kilometer. Now, if we will actually notice there, if you are going to take the longitude, we will see that there is a difference of 30 degree. There is a longitudinal difference of 30 degree from west to east, but as we can can see that since it appears east-west is smaller compared to northern and southern extent. But if you will look at the longitude and latitude extent, you will see there is a difference of around 30 degrees. Now, what we can see, because of this 30-degree difference, and also we know that the sun first rises in the east. So what will happen? The sun will rise first here in Arunachal Pradesh, suppose at 6 a.m. Then here in Gujarat, the sun will rise at 8 a.m. There will be a time lag of 2 hours. Now we need to understand why there is a time lag of 2 hours and what we should do to sort out this problem of 2 hours time lag. Otherwise it will be a problem, because if in 6 a.m. we are starting a train in Arunachal Pradesh, that means when it will reach here in Gujarat, there will be a lot of problem in running of administration, in running of train, in running of offices. So to sort out this problem, to avoid confusions, we actually adopted a standard meridian for India, which is 82 degree 30 minute east. Before we understand that why 82 degree 30 minute east has been selected as a standard meridian, how there is a difference of 2 hours time lag, we need to understand there are some countries which are larger than India. Which are the countries which are larger than India? They are Brazil, Russia, Canada, USA, China and Australia. These are the countries which are larger than our country India, that is Brazil, Russia, Canada, USA, China and Australia. Now let us move ahead to understand why 82 degree 30 minute east has been selected as a standard meridian of our country. Well, in the next video, we will try to understand that why 82 degree 30 minute east has been selected as a standard meridian.